Hi everyone, this is a video about Summit War. I was told by several people that they still don't know, they don't exactly understand what is it that they're supposed to do. The current Summit War is my second. Even though I had someone explaining to me what is it that I was supposed to do, I still had trouble with Summit War. So after the first time, I finally understood what is it that I'm supposed to do. I thought I was doing the activities daily, but apparently I wasn't doing them every day, which is why the rewards I got at the end of every day were very different. Okay? And it's not just because we would lose or win. It was just because I wasn't dispatching all my teams. So anyways, I thought I would make this tutorial to help, the rest of you out. This is my second Summit War. No sense in you guys missing out on your first one. You should know how to play from the very beginning. All of these are useful resources which you can use to buy good things from the shop. So let's begin. We're going to go here to Arena. Slide. And this is Summit War. We're going to click on it. There are two phases. The first phase is transport, and the second phase is final. If you want to know how long do you have until every phase is done, you click on transport, and as you can see here, 3 hours and 47 minutes until the escort phase is complete. If you want to know final, you click on final. Now, this you won't. I apologize. There's nothing for you to see on final. Final is just a place where you dispatch your teams and the game takes care of everything. The important part is escort. Now, this here says the ships here have two activities: transport and defense. Transport is for the teams that go and pick up resources from the island. Defense is to defend against these attackers, these ships that will attack. So this color here means you are part of the transport team for ship number 1. This color here means that you are part of the team that is defending ship number 1. So on this side you have two activities: transport and defense. The third activity here is attack. So this color here says that there are 16 attack teams that are going to attack this ship after the escort phase will be complete in 3 hours and 45 minutes. Now, whether you choose to attack, transport, or defend, the steps are always the same. Actually, before I continue, if you look here, you'll see 11 out of 11 in all 3 ships. In order for a ship to be deployed to an island to pick up resources and come back, that number needs to be complete. It's a condition. There should be 11 out of 11 teams in every ship for the transport part. It is very important. So again, now, regardless of the activity that you're going to choose, transport, defense, or attack, the process is always the same. If you want to attack, all you have to do is click on the ship that you want to attack. So let's say ship number 5. Now look here at the distribution of teams. Ship number 4, only 12 attack teams. Ship number 5, only 16 attack teams. And ship number 6, 18 attack teams. Okay, so it's very clear that the people who are playing with me have put most of their teams in ship number 6. So I'm going to put my teams here. So I click on the ship that I want. I'm going to put my teams in ship number 4. So I'm going to click on the ship that I want. I'm going to click attack. Now again, remember when I said that regardless of whether you want to transport, defend, or attack, it's all the same? As you can see here, I clicked on the ship that I want, I clicked on the activity that I want, and these are my available teams. All I have to do is dispatch whomever I want. If I want to defend or transport, now transport here is disabled. It's in gray because we have 11 transport teams already. So there's no need for the transport. So you click on defense. As you can see, same screen. Just dispatch the team that you want. Now, anyways, I'm not going to defend. We have 13 here. We have 13 here, 14, 14. So the number of teams is fairly the same. But this is bad because this is 12 and this is 18. So I'm going to put my teams in ship number 4. I click on the ship. I choose attack. And then I dispatch my team. So I'm going to dispatch all 5 teams. I'm just going to give you an example. Defense. Now, if I'm going to dispatch this team to defend. Now, this color here says that I am in the defense team. And this color here says that I'm in the attack team. At least this team number 1, is attacking ship number 4, and team number 4 is defending ship number 1. Okay? Anyways, now I put, if I'm not mistaken, I put 1, 2, 3. I put 3 teams in attack and 1 team in defense. But I now need to put everyone back in attack. So I'll just click here, dispatch. They're going to warn me that I'm going to be removed from ship number 1, the defense team. I'll click confirm. And finally, I'll dispatch my 5th and final team. Attack. As you can see, this tells me clearly where every team is, in which ship are my teams. And the colors, remember, tell you whether you're in defense, transport, or attack. So this is the escort phase. This is all you have to do for the escort phase. Okay? Remember, this timer is very important because after this timer is finished, you can't participate. You'll be locked out. One thing you should know is this, the contracts. You will need to do your contracts every day before the preparation phase ends, before the transport phase ends. You click on contract and you choose the activities that you want. My preference is to start with the first activity. If it works for you, activate it. Okay, these are all called contracts. So start with the very first one. Okay, you have 3 chances. You have 3 contracts, and each contract will give you a maximum of 12 red coins and 240 silver coins. Okay? Now, if you look here at every contract, okay, it will tell you how many rewards, silver, and how many gold you get. So when you choose your contracts, make sure that you use 3 contracts that will give you a total of 12 and 240. I made the mistake today of picking 3 random contracts, and I only will get 11 out of 12 and 220 out of 240. Now, the reason why these coins are important is because you will use them to upgrade your teams. Okay? See these silver coins? And there it is here. Sorry, this is what I'm talking about here. Okay? This is how much I currently have. Okay? When you click on team, this tells you how much you need to upgrade your teams. Now, the maximum level is 5. Okay? Now, some of you might want to focus on, let's say, the best team, their best 2 teams, especially those of you that are still starting, you're still fairly new. You might have 3, maybe 4 teams maximum. So you will reach level 5 very quickly. But in my case, I have 5 teams and I would like all of them to have the same level. So every day I upgrade 1 or 2 teams depending on how many coins I have. Also remember that you need to have those coins with you before the preparation phase ends, or else you will not get the chance to upgrade your teams. If you click on form, you can choose, you can change the formation of your teams. You can choose, you can move your heroes around. Please note one thing. If I, for whatever reason, choose not, if for whatever reason I make a mistake with the formation of my teams and I come here and I start fixing it, the game will withdraw that team from the ship, whether it's final or escort. I'll show you an example. This is number 2. I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to remove, well, okay, they're all attack. I'm going to click upgrade. This will be saved. If I come here and I remove something and I close this, it will also save. Now, when I click here, attack, as you can see, only these 4 teams were dispatched. This one wasn't. So I have to close it, come back here, go to form, close, then come back here, attack, 4, 4, 4, 4, and dispatch. Okay, remember, when you change anything in your teams, the game will automatically withdraw that team from the escort or final. Assuming, of course, that your modification requires that you have less than teams of 3. If whatever change you make, if you make a change and then unchange it before it's saved, then you don't have to worry about it. But if the game tells you that we will withdraw your team from the ship and you press yes, you need to make sure that your team is back. So finish working on your team, finish upgrading your team, put it back, and then dispatch it. Now, once we're done with escort, we move on to final. Now, final is the phase that takes place after the preparation is finished. If I'm not mistaken, this is where the ships go and fight each other. Okay, and they go and get resources from the land. Now, the only activity you can do is called capture, okay, which means basically participating in any of these ships. Okay, so in our case here, we have 67 teams capturing this, 66 and 64. I'm going to go with 64 because it has the least number of teams. I like to keep things balanced. So I'll click on 64. This is the same thing as with escort. You see a ship you like, you click on it, you choose the activity you want, and then you put your teams, you dispatch your teams to that ship. So I'll click on capture. And I'm going to dispatch this team, this team. I'm going to come here to ship number 2. I'm going to dispatch this team, and then I'll come back here. I will dispatch this team, and then just for the sake of it, I will dispatch my 5th and final team here. And that's it. I'm finished now. This is all you need to know for Summit War. It's every day, it's the same thing. From 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. server time, go to escort, dispatch your teams, start your contracts. Your contracts take a maximum of 6 hours to finish. Every contract takes a maximum of 6 hours to finish. And every time they're done, you get rewards in your mailbox. You go to your mailbox, you pick up the rewards, you come back here to escort, you click on team, and you upgrade whatever it is that you need to upgrade. Make sure that your teams are dispatched in escort. If I'm not mistaken, you need to do this every day. You can't just do this one day. You need to do this every day. Because every day when the server resets, that means you're starting a new match. Okay, so every day you need to dispatch your teams in escort. For final, if I'm not mistaken, please make sure. For final, you do it once, you don't have to do it again. And if you ever want to know where your teams are, you click on the on any ship, you click capture, and this will tell you where your team is. So I have a team in C, 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 and C. So I have 4 teams in C and 1 team in B. This is it for my tutorial. I hope this was helpful to all of you. Best of luck.